Hey YouTube, Yugi-oh dude here, from leader of Team Providence. Yeah, I'm coming at you with the deck profile. Oh shit, a little deck that I've been playing for a little while. Now you know, card in it. It's bottomless. Anyway, it is. I'll just show you the cards out of the extra deck to show you what it is to be exact. It is Nordics. I know people don't play this deck a lot, but I find it really fun, even though a lot of people don't play it, and it's a good way to get out the new Exceed that's coming out. I forgot its name. So yeah, alright, let's get started with one of my favorite cards in the deck, Triple Vandus, and also there was this is my 2.0 of the deck because what's his face, Cyber Prima 2 did a deck profile on my old one, and this is my new one now, so yeah. Alright, let's continue on. By the way, it's Reborn Nordics, not to be exact. Alright, so she substitutes into any synchro monster that's a Nordic, and you can get a Nordic monster from your deck, send it to the graveyard, and then this Nordic monster becomes that level. So I usually search out 3s so I can get out like from a 7 chain, get it into a 10 chain. So yeah. Alright, and then for the last of the Ascendants, we have Valkyrie, and what Valkyrie does is that when your opponent controls a monster and you control no monsters and you summon her, you remove from play 2 Nordic monsters. Doesn't matter what kind of Nordic monster it is, 2, which I like about that. You can special summon 2 level 4 tokens, and then you can special summon, when she's normal summoned, special summon 2 level 4 tokens, so it's 8, and then with her is enough to get out an Odin. Alright, so on to Beasts. Double Gulfax. Everybody plays him now, sometimes. What I've seen at my locals. When your opponent controls a synchro monster, you can just special summon them onto the field. And then my little favorite card in this deck is triple of this Tangarith thing. I have it in every rarity it comes in Super, Starfoil, and then Rare. The Rare from the Battle Pack. So yeah, what he does is when he's destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 2 tokens to your side of the field. So yeah, and then there's double the Black Goat. That's what I call him, White Goat, Black Goat. There we go. You can special summon Nordic Beasts, which is very good because you're able to special summon Vandus because he substitutes. So you substitute him, bring him back, you can actually unsubstitute him, etc. From that to that. Yep, so he's pretty broken. And then for the only Aflar I actually play, because I hate Aflars, they suck because of Loki, is one Diverg, and it allows you when you normal summon him to special summon again. So if I already have a level 4 on the field, or like a level like a decent amount of levels, like 2 6s, and I need a level 3, and I have a level 3 or whatever, special summon that with Vandus. Vandus activate, turn them to 3, activate, sync. So yeah. Alright. And then the little trick in this deck are triple of the Photon Saber Tiger. Everybody knows what this guy does pretty much now, because I've been playing this in my locals for about 2 months now. Just like this card with my deck. When this card is normal summoned or flip summoned, you can add one to Photon Saber Tiger from your hand. If you do not control another Photon Saber Tiger, this card loses 800 attack. So it ends up becoming a 1200 attack monster. But my little trick is you flip call, you summon one of these. When you summon one of these, you activate, get one to your hand. One of them is probably already in the graveyard. You use call on to get that back out. And then you already have 2 2000s on the field. Alright, so yeah, the reason why it's Reborn Nordics now is because of 2 Reborn Tango. I really wish they would put this back to 3 because I really love Reborn Tango. It's one of my favorite cards ever in Dueling Monsters, period. And I've been playing the game for a long, long time. I did shortly quit, but that's a different story. But when I got right back in, I was like, oh, I gotta get Reborn Tangos. Yeah, I quit when I was 10 to 13, and then I started playing right now. So, yeah, I recently got back in a couple years ago. So, yeah. Alright, and then he even looks like a Nordic kind of angel effect veiler. And then for the last card in the deck, Eccentric Boy, so I can sync from the hand, get out to 6, usually get out my Brio or my Orient, and just let the game flow. Alright, so yeah, we got Book of Moon, we got Pot of Avarice, Mind Control, Monster Reborn, Double Swords, 1 heavy, and triple. Oh, never mind, not triple, my bad. What am I talking about? I only use 2 MSTs all the time. And then Dark Hole. Alright, and then for traps, we have 2 of the Glepher, which allows me to get a Nordic monster to my hand, which allows me to do a lot of stuff. I usually get the Black Goat, so when a monster is destroyed by battle, I drop him. He can't be destroyed that turn, so he's pretty broken that way, because you can drop him at the end phase, too. 1 Fiendish, 1 Mirror Force, 1 Compulse, 1 Scrap, 1 Call, I believe 1 Call, yeah. Sorry, I've been playing 2 calls for a while, but I finally switched them to 1. 1 Solemn Warning, 2 Bottomless, and double Torrential. Yep, so hopefully I will be getting a couple of my friends to do some deck profiles, because I really want to see how Dark Worlds work. I know it's been weird, but I think I might want to play Dark Worlds. Alright, so yeah. We'll get to the side first, because I really want to surprise you with my extra, because my extra deck's built on amazingness. Alright, so 1 Loki, 2 Snowman Eater, 1 Tyra, 1 Mimer, 1 the second Diverg, my Cancerope, Swarf, we got 2 Swarf, Nordic Lights, Mirror Force, Mystical Space Typhoon, yeah. Nordic Belt of Menjoyard, Divine Relic Manager, second of the Compulsory Evacuation Device, and then Call the Haunted. So yeah, that's the extra. The side. Man, I'm sorry, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm doing this deck profile because I was like really bored and I'm tired. So, yeah, I'm also probably going to do my trade binder a little bit later if I'm still awake. Alright. So yeah, on to the extra is 1 Utopia, 1 number 17 Leviathan Dragon, so I can get rid of some monsters, because some monsters need to be in the graveyard for effects to be activated. And then this is going to trick you. I've actually pulled all 3 of them out at the same time. It's triple Odin. I've actually had all 3 of these out on the same time, because one of them got destroyed by battle because one person had a red Nova on the field. I don't even know how they got it out. I think they were using Infernities. By the way, people should build Infernities. I've actually seen them played by, what's his face? I forget his name. I don't really remember whatever, though. So, yeah. Yeah, so we destroyed one of these because he got Renova out, and then I activated, what's his name? I had, like, the other monsters on the field to summon them, and then I used Vandus, destroyed one of my Nordics out of my deck, got him a level 3 sync, got this one out, and then, luckily, I could go back into my, I used the double Glepher, got that back out, went back in, used Call, brought back my Vandus, normal summon Diverg, and then special, I forget what monster, synced again, got Odin out, got my third Odin out, my second Odin out on the field, and then I attacked for 4,000 each, destroyed both of his monsters, and then at the end of the phase, because my monster was destroyed, I discarded one of the Nordic monster, the Nordic tuner that's ascendant, brought him back out, and then I had game right there because he's unaffected by spells and traps. Alright, so yeah, let's get back onto the thing. I get 2 Thor. I don't really get him out a lot, so it doesn't really make a difference. I like playing 1, but honestly I like playing 2 at the same time. It's kind of complicated, and besides I like both the rarities, so I kept both of them in the deck, because I get out like 1 Thor and then 2 Odins, or like 1 or 2 Thors, so I play it like that. 1 Olive just Field Marshal, just in case if I need to sync for 9 faster. 1 Red Dragon Archfiend, 1 Thought Ruler, 1 Stardust, Black Rose, Ancient Fairy, Bryonic. I'm also getting a gold soon, and they're not going to be for trade, by the way. And Orient. So yeah, sorry that it took forever to show you my deck, but my deck I've been trying to build forever. As soon as I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh! About 2 years ago, maybe 3, I started looking at cards, and I saw Storm Ragnarok came out, and I was like, oh, that guy looks actually pretty interesting on the cover. And when I looked, I saw Odin, and I fell in love with Nordics, period. I saw he was unaffected by spells and traps, and I was actually playing a Dark Dragon deck, which I actually just reconstructed when I got back into it. I reconstructed it and fixed it up a little bit. So yeah, when I was playing that deck, when I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh, I just started playing and everything, and then I versed Nordics, and I was like, oh god, that's the deck I want to build, and blah 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 blah. I ended up losing, and then I was like, you know what, I'm building this deck. So I first got my first Odin like 2 years ago, and I was like just starting to build it from then. And then I finally had enough pieces to build it about 5-6 months ago. I started building it. It wasn't done. I got all the cards for it, and I finally finished the deck. It took me 3 years to finally finish this deck. As weird as that is, because all the cards are not expensive, but I had to do it from trades because I didn't want to spend my money on it. So yeah, a lot of effort this deck takes. It's very good, and so yeah, I'm Yu-Gi-Oh dude. I'm sorry this took forever, and I'm signing out. So peace out, YouTube.